Frequently asked questions about the Freelap timing system. Hi, my name is Christopher with Simply Faster, where we help coaches use technology to improve the performance of their athletes. In this video, I answer some of the more common questions about the Freelap timing system. Let's get started. What are the advantages of Freelap? Freelap is small, compact, portable, wireless, easy to set up, and easy to use. In addition, it can time multiple athletes simultaneously and can time virtually any distance. Does Freelap run on Android and iPhones? Yes, Freelap runs on both Android phones and iPhones, as well as Android tablets and iPads. Can Freelap work with Apple and Android watches? Yes, the FX chip BLE worn by the athlete can send data wirelessly to a smartwatch that the athlete is wearing. Is there an annual license fee? The Freelap software is free. The apps are free and the accounts are free. Can the app be installed on multiple devices? Yes, the app can be installed on multiple devices, including both Android and iOS. Can assistant coaches create their own account? Yes, coaches can elect to share an account, or they can create multiple accounts at myfreelap.com. Can you export the data? Yes, you can log into your cloud account at myfreelap.com, where you can review workouts, you can delete workouts, and you can export them. You can export them to a PDF file or a CSV, comma-separated values that you can import into Excel or Google Sheets. Does Freelap integrate with an athlete management system? Not at this time, though I expect, like many other vendors, that they will be integrating with athlete management systems in the future. What is the difference between the FX chip and FX chip BLE? I posted a video on YouTube that explains the differences between these two devices in some detail. Briefly, the FX chip sends the data to a device called the relay, which sits on a tripod near the finish, and the relay retransmits the data via Bluetooth to your smartphone, whereas the FX chip BLE have Bluetooth in the chips, and when they pass the last cone in the drill, the FX chip BLE sends the data directly to your smartphone or tablet. I'll include a link below to the YouTube video that explains the differences between these two devices in more detail. What is the purpose of the Relay Coach BLE? The Relay Coach BLE collects data from all the FX chips. When they pass the last cone of the drill, all the data is sent to the Relay Coach, and then the Relay Coach rebroadcasts the data to your smartphone. Is the Freelap Pro BT112 a complete timing system? Yes, that's a complete timing system. It includes an FX chip BLE. Optionally, it can include a TX Touch Pro, and it includes two TX Junior Pro yellow cones. And yes, that's a complete timing system. Do I need the Relay Coach BLE? You only need the Relay Coach if you have the FX chips. If you have the FX chip BLE, they send the data directly to your smartphone, and you do not need the Relay Coach BLE. Is Freelap expandable? Can I add chips and cones to my system? Yes, the system is expandable, and every chip manufactured has a unique ID. So if you were to get more chips, you don't need to register them. They'll just work with your system. Same with the cones. Every cone manufactured is identical, and if you get additional cones, those will also work with your system. Does it matter which direction the cones face? The cones have a power button and 4 LEDs on them, and they can face in any direction. The magnetic field is circular in the horizontal dimension. Does it matter which devices I turn on first? You can turn the devices on in any order. The chips turn on automatically when you pick them up. You can turn the cones on in any order. Same with the relay. It doesn't matter. And the same with turning it off. What is the battery life? Are the batteries user replaceable? The FX chip and FX chip BLE have a lithium watch battery. It's a CR2032. It's rated at 1,000 hours of use, probably about 3 to 4 years. The TX Touch Pro is rated at thousands of starts, and the yellow cones have 2 alkaline AA batteries in the base. They're rated at 300 hours. For most coaches, that's more than a year of training. And yes, all those devices have user replaceable batteries. The relay has a rechargeable battery, and it's rated at 100 hours per charge. Is Freelap waterproof? Can Freelap be used in the rain? You don't want to place the devices under water, so they're not waterproof, but they are water resistant. The chips and the cones will be fine in a light rain. With respect to the relay, I advise putting a plastic bag over the top, and it'll be fine in the rain as well. Can Freelap be used in the cold? Freelap was originally designed for downhill skiing, and the system will work just fine in the cold weather. Does Freelap work on a hot day in the bright sun? Freelap uses magnetic fields, and it'll work just fine on a bright day. Can Freelap time the 100, 200, 300, and 400? Freelap can time virtually any distance. It can time short sprints, flies, tempo runs, and longer sprints. Can Freelap time laps? Yes, the Freelap timing system can time laps. When the FX chip passes a cone in finish mode, it doesn't stop the internal timer. It actually is still running. So every time the athlete passes a cone in finish mode, the chip will transmit another lap and split. I posted a video on YouTube on how to time laps, and I'll include a link in the comments below. What is the maximum distance Freelap can time? Freelap can be used to time virtually any distance. The cones don't actually communicate with one another. So for example, if you were to time a 5K, when you pass the cone at the start, you're within 80 centimeters. When you pass the cone at the finish, you're within 80 centimeters of that cone, and the phone is nearby to collect the data. Can Freelap time the 5-10-5? Yes, Freelap can be used to time the 5-10-5. I posted a video on YouTube on the setup for the 5-10-5. I'll include a link below. Can Freelap measure miles per hour? Yes, in the preferences you select miles per hour, meters per second, or kilometers per hour, and then you create distance profiles for each of your setups. You need to specify the distance between the cones, and then you associate that distance profile with the training session, and Freelap will report the miles per hour for you. Can two coaches use Freelap at the same venue? Yes, 2 or more coaches can use Freelap at the same venue. Use start lists to create filters so that you specify which chips you want reported and which chips you want to filter. What is the difference between the My Freelap app and the Freelap Device Manager? The My Freelap app is used to time training sessions. The Freelap Device Manager is used to update the firmware in the FX Chip BLE, the Relay Coach BLE, and the LED display. Can you rename the Freelap chips? Yes, using start lists, you can rename the Freelap chips up to 4 characters each. Can you import a roster of athlete names? Yes, Freelap has updated the app to include support for rosters, and soon I'll be posting a video on how to use that feature. My name is Christopher. Be sure and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.